Wait, are we rolling? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I have a hat on. Okay, good, let's go. We came up with the idea. Well, honestly, I'll tell you this. A really good friend of mine, who, with life being so busy, probably we should communicate a lot more, but they know where our hearts are. He once told me, or asked me for that matter, when's the best time to plant a tree? We had a lot of things going on in life, and we were running a business and trying to make things happen. And I was kind of caught off guard, and it was like, what do you mean? And it's like, well, when's the best time to plant a tree? And 20 years ago is the best time to plant that tree. The second best time is right now. And that's exactly what we're doing. Here's the thing. One good book can change how a child sees themselves. And that there's power in that. And what do you want that book to be? Do you want that book to build courage, empathy? Do you want that child's mind to be shaped by compassion? Because that's exactly what we're setting out to do. We want that one good book to be our book, to inspire children to love harder, to be better, to inspire, to excel in life, and to understand that there's more out there. Exactly, yes. Well, at our core, we're a children's publishing company. We believe our stories are going to help, shape children's minds, build confidence, and inspire to do what kids do best, which is just to be themselves, to be creative, to explore new ideas, and just shape this world for what it can be, for the good that it can offer. Right. Well, that's exactly what we're setting out to do. So parents and teachers, definitely follow our pages. Check out our website at glasswoodstoryworks.com. They can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Eventually, we'll probably have a TikTok going as well. But yes, definitely, we're looking forward to the growth. And it's pretty outstanding and astonishing, to say the least, how fast our social platforms have grown. It's grown pretty quick. I think it's because people can connect with it. We've got a couple of sneak peeks out there, and I think that they resonate with people. So yeah, I mean, it kind of just speaks for itself. Well, we have a few things that we like to say set us apart. Ultimately, I think that there's tons of fantastic authors out there that are writing stories that are changing lives every day, and that do inspire. And we believe that Glasswood Storyworks has the ability to add to that magic and to build upon that. But we're doing something that sets us apart. What we look at is going back to the roots, that nostalgic feel. When you think back to the first time the DeLorean reached 88 miles per hour and everything inside your body just lit off, all your senses were on fire as electricity and fire enveloped your TV screen, that magic, we don't see that as much today. And that's something that we think is special, that's monumental for development. Of course, it's fiction, but there's something rooted deep behind that fiction, that inspiration that tells kids that to dream big, to do things that others say is impossible. And that's exactly what we want to bring to the table. And well, it's not going to be just us. So right now, Glasswood Storyworks, obviously we're family owned business, and but the goal is to grow, strategically grow. We want to bring on other authors that share our same vision, that are looking to inspire, to grow, to plant wonder, obviously, and have a great story to tell. So we're always open. Yes, so authors and illustrators out there looking for a home, definitely check out our homepage. Reach out to us on our contact page and let us know what you have going on. We're definitely interested, and we're trying to be strategic with how we target these books. So we actually have two pen names that we're writing under right now. Eden J. Spark, which we're so thrilled about, is those books will be catered towards a little bit of an older audience, so middle school kids, maybe even junior high kids, and older, honestly. But right now, we're just our mindset is that's the kind of age appropriate writing that we're looking for. And then we're also very excited about our secondary pen name. We'll be releasing books under M. Rose, and those will be picture books for very young children, so 3, possibly 6 years old. First one that we've been working on, the first two that we've actually been working on for quite a while now, is two stories that we're heavily invested in. And I'm not going to go into all the details right now. I've got some sneak peeks. You guys can definitely go and check those out. But we're writing a story that originally it was going to be a story about dinosaurs, and that's just not what Glasswood Storyworks is about. It's going to be with dinosaurs, but ultimately we think it's a story about processing grief, about understanding the challenges of life, and that magical element. Obviously, it does contain dinosaurs, and so we're really inspired, and we really think that the kids will love every single page. We're trying to make sure that every time you get to the bottom of the page, it's a page worth turning to get to the next page, the next chapter, so to speak. And we're truly inspired by it. We have another one in the works right now, and we also think it's going to be a fantastic story that we hope that children will just want to go back to time and time again, and either read it themselves, or like what we like to do, just have begging their parents to read them a story right before bed. And it's a magical story about two, you could almost say unfortunate, but hopefully very fortunate, children who set out on the most unlikely of journeys, and they find within themselves traits and abilities that they otherwise would have never expected, and they learn several lessons throughout the story. We're really excited about it. It's got many characters, I think, that resonate with entire households, and we like writing from the heart. So we take inspiration from everything we can, honestly, that we're exposed to, for that matter. So the picture books, we're kind of calling our Tiny Tale series at the moment right now, will be for 3 to 6 year olds. So obviously parents to be able to read to their children, teachers to be able to read to their students in the classrooms, and we're just looking for books that bring a smile to kids. So they're going to be filled with absolutely everything a kid would think is funny, while also layering in hopefully some life lessons along the way. We've got one in the works right now, and it's about a very silly dinosaur, quite honestly, just does not know how to listen. He takes in a lot, he sees a lot, but at the end of the day, he kind of just does what suits him. So he's more of a one-track mind, so to speak. And it reminds me a lot of my son, who for the most part, who sees something and he's head first into it, regardless of what you're saying from the background. So we're writing stories about this character, and we're truly inspired about it. We think that the children are going to really get a great laugh out of it and pick up some lessons along the way. I remember in high school, English, writing short stories, and just thinking to myself how much I was truly inspired to continue to write pages. And it would be an assignment where we were set out to write just your standard essay, and start writing, and then get to the end of it and just think to myself, like, oh my goodness, there's absolutely so much more I need to be able to say to get this done. And then what turns into 5 paragraphs turns into, into 15 paragraphs, and then from 15 paragraphs to 15 pages. And, I just sat there and looked at one of my very first writings and thought to myself, like, wow, this was exciting. This was exhilarating. And I'm by no means a literary expert. If anybody knows me or knows very much so that I'm definitely a work in progress, but the story was there, and it's always been there. And I have so many stories that we want to tell, and we're truly inspired to be able to share them with your children. And it's always a good experience whenever you can see a kid's face just absolutely light up. I remember the first time that my daughter was just conscious enough to truly understand. This is my oldest, Rachel, just truly able to understand the concept of, now I see it, now I don't. And we were, I don't know, a steakhouse, maybe Texas Roadhouse. This was many years ago, and sitting there having dinner, and I did the whole napkin over the pepper shaker, and she was still in a car seat, sitting across from the table, just chewing away on French fries, and ketchup all over the place, obviously, and just working the salt shaker across the table. In my mind, I'm just messing with her, young dad at the time, and dropped it in my lap. Magic trick success. And she sees it, and then I smash the napkin down, and she's just like, she pops, and she's just absolutely captivated, like, oh my goodness, where did the pepper shaker go? And that's the look, that moment, that it stuck with me. I want that to be every time my kids read a story that we write. I want that to be the thing that they remember most, is this, the wow factor. Like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe we just got to experience this. That's what I experienced watching movies as a child. That's what I experienced whenever I would finish reading books as a child. And I just want to be able to share that with the next generation. And we're, at the end of the day, there's something so magical, something so important, hidden between the pages of a book. And we want to bring that, out. And we believe that we have the ability to do that successfully, and we're going to do it. My favorite television show at the time, when I was a child, I watched Tarzan on repeat. It was probably, between me and my mom, we watched Tarzan every time she babysat me. Every time I had a chance, I was putting a VHS set and obviously click and rewind. But we watched Tarzan on repeat. And it wasn't just Tarzan that was special to me. Of course, it's a fantastic story. It tells a story of survival. It tells a story of change, and how some things that change, obviously, that they make us better. And then, but ultimately, I go back to the soundtrack, where Phil Collins just absolutely came in and did something to a show that forever changed the course of my life. I couldn't imagine what that show would be like. What would Tarzan have been without Phil Collins? Of course, the animation was fantastic. The storytelling was rich and in depth, but Phil Collins brought the soul to that film. And that's exactly what we're trying to do with our stories. We're trying to bring the soul into everything that we're writing. We want to inspire our children. We want to inspire your children. We want to inspire teachers to be able to read our stories to children and feel the emotional weight behind it. And we're really excited about what we're working on. We've got some fantastic things in the works, and we cannot wait to share them with you all.